Hello everybody, this is Big Bang Crypto. My name is Sam and welcome to another episode. Alright, now after yesterday's video where I talked about my thoughts and what I think is very likely based on Bitcoin's historical price movement over the last 10 years. So like I said, thousands of hours of investigation and data and all this stuff to see what is going on. And like I told you yesterday, to me, everything that is happening right now really makes sense. And this whole movement, although it is very long and it is very bearish, and we're below so many moving averages and exponential moving averages and stuff like this, it's still what Bitcoin is used to do. All right. Of course, if you take a look at the previous first waves of the first three bull cycles, yes, you could say, well, this one is really bearish compared to the other ones, and yes, it is, definitely. But like I told you, I think the main reason for this downwards trend is this crazy movement right here. So we made 350% approximately, and this is much more than the other first waves did. So we had, for example, the last one in 2015 made 250%. So right now we're 100% over that, or maybe it's just more than what I'm telling you, but you can check that yourself. So but you will see what I'm talking about. So this is just an unbelievable wave. All right, unbelievable. When we go from the bottom to the peak right there, so we're on this chart at 330% approximately. On other charts you have 350%. Now, I don't know why it is like this, but yeah, it's approximately something like this, and this is just so much more than the other first waves. And I think this is the reason for this long bearish downwards trend. But there are also other reasons for this movement right here, and I can tell you that this really makes sense what is going on right now, and I think that we are very close to the bottom, and maybe this right here, this $6,500 bottom point is the bottom. All right, this is really possible. Now what I want to show you in this video is this triangle formation. As you can see, this whole wave started at these points and followed this trend line, and this trend line is now up there, saved us at this point. Now you could also make it like this and say, all right, this is just a wick below it, and we have two other points of contact right there. So you can do it like this. I'm just saying, let's say it is something like this, and what you can see is that we have this triangle and we're at the end of it. We're very close to the apex, and I think that a major move will come. Now there are people predicting that we will have a very big correction, even lower than this one, so going down to $5,000. Which would be at this level right here, so testing this support level down there. Of course, this is possible, I'm not saying no. Something else that is possible is to come down to this level, because this level right here played a major role, as you can see, and we have a lot of volume right there. So if that happens, this would be at $6,000. This could happen, yeah, this could happen. But from what I have seen in the last 10 years, I can tell you the most likely scenario is that we won't fall below this low right here. We will make higher lows from now on. And of course, it is possible to go down to $6,800 or $6,700. This is possible, but I think that at the end we will make a higher low. If we don't make a higher low compared to this one, then still I think that we're very close to the bottom. And honestly, if we break this trend line right here, then you should really be careful. So $6,800 in my opinion, key level to watch, absolutely important. If we fall below this level, then we have this red channel line right there, which is at yeah, approximately $6,600. So if we fall below this zone right here, then yeah, we might have big problems, and then we have to see if this level can hold. From my experience, I would say that we can, if we see a drop like this, we can expect a major bounce from the $6,000 level, because we have, yeah, so much price movement up there. It's been a support zone for many months. So if you take a look from here, so this is October 2017, and right there, this is over 1 year later, we fell below this level, and then look what happened. So in my opinion, this is a major level to watch when we see Bitcoin falling down. So this is very important. But for the short term, just keep an eye on this triangle formation. Now, like I told you in my previous video, it's up on you how you draw this trend line. So there are different ways to say, maybe it is something like this or this, like I have it. So this is very difficult, but I just try to stay above the full bodice so that I have a little room for a rejection, so that the probability is high when I come in that we're really above the dangerous zone right here, where we could see a rejection. So this is my theory behind it, why I used to draw these lines on the top of these candles, or the wicks of them. So this is very important, and yeah, we have a lot of support down there. I didn't draw all the support lines that are playing a big role down there, but I can tell you that we have many very strong support lines coming up into this zone. So I think that Bitcoin has a chance to make higher lows. So this really makes sense to me. If we see Bitcoin moving up, then yeah, we have different levels which could act as yeah, strong resistance. So for example, this white line that you're seeing right here, this dotted line, as you can see, it is really inside of this whole movement, and many candles respect this white line right here, this resistance, downwards resistance line. So this would be at $8,000. So it will be really interesting to see if Bitcoin is able to move above $8,000. And this one right here, so this major downwards trend line that we have is approximately at $8,300 to $400. So what we need to see is Bitcoin break above these levels right here. Now there are some people who say, yeah, we need to see a higher low, and this will be the start of a trend reversal. Yes, absolutely correct, 100%. But I mean, if you take a look at this one right here, all right, so I mean, compared to what was going on right here, maybe this is already our higher low. I don't know why people don't see it as a sorry, I say higher low, I mean higher high. So we need a higher high to for a trend reversal from bearish to bullish, and I don't understand why people say this is not a higher high. I don't understand it, because compared to these levels right here, we might already have our higher high. Now, if it's not our higher high, okay, we have to see it in the next days, or it will be as soon as we see it, it is the start of the trend reversal. But this doesn't mean that this higher high comes overnight. Right? This is not what I expect. In yesterday's video, I showed you that it is more likely to see Bitcoin moving sideways for some days and weeks before it really starts to show us another parabolic movement. And my data tells me that this next parabolic movement, something like this, will come in the mid to end of January, maybe beginning of February, somewhere at that time. So I think it is more likely to see Bitcoin moving inside of this zone right here, and then at some point it will just start to move. and we're definitely in in my opinion, we're definitely on our way to the second wave. So this is what I see. So remember this key levels that I just told you is very important, and they will dictate the whole movement, or the direction of the movement. Now, something else that I want to show you right here is I already showed it to you. This is this falling wedge formation. There are not, or I think nobody is talking about this falling wedge formation. To me, it is one, and I think as soon as we're able to break this falling wedge formation, Bitcoin will start the upwards movement, the upwards trend. I'm not saying the crazy movement, but yeah, I think this will be the start of it. And as you know, this falling wedges used to break upwards, and if they do, then it is likely to come up to where it all began. So this would be at $9,600 or even $10,000. Now this is the futures chart, and this big move stopped at $10,000. If we go to another chart, this one for example, then what you can see is that it is from here. So if we just say this is our falling wedge right here, something like this, then yeah, we could easily go up to above $10,000 again. All right, so this is the question that we have to watch when the time has come. So this will be really interesting. But yeah, what I want to say is I think that we're inside of a falling wedge, and this really makes sense considering the bullish trend that I think will come in the next days. Now, something else I want to show you is this channel right here. It is possible that we just started to move inside of a rising channel. It's this one right here. So as you can see, we have already 3 points of contact right here, so there might be a channel line. So I'm excited to see if at some point we have a bounce, and where we see the bounce will be the point where this the second channel line is. So we have this channel line, and this will be the main trend line. So let's see where it will be. But what I want to say is watch out for a rising channel. I think could be possible. I don't think that this is the correct position. I would say it is more yeah, a little bit away from this point right here, but yeah, we will see in the next days. And now at the end, so this is a rising wedge formation, and as you know, they used to break downwards, and this one seems to or is now moving downwards. So we left it and we broke downwards, and usually they tend to come down to these levels down there. So like I said, it's possible to see Bitcoin coming down to the $6,800 level. Now this is not 100%, but it's possible. Now for the short term, what is important is that to see if Bitcoin can hold this level, then we might see something like a double bottom on the daily chart. This would be at yeah, approximately where it is right now. So or even if it comes down to $7,070, we could see a double bottom. So we have to watch out and see if Bitcoin moves upwards from this point. But at the moment, although it looks good, I think there is a higher probability for Bitcoin to come down to these levels before it starts to move upwards. Now, something else that I also showed you is this right here. So the longs on Bitfinex is just going crazy. It's not stopping. They just get going higher and higher. And we have a new high right here compared to these highs. So this is really crazy. People think that there will be a bullish movement. Now this is quite dangerous because the market manipulators, they see this as well, and they say, hey, you know what, before we move upwards, let's liquidate some longs and go down. And yeah, so it's really difficult to say if this is something that we should follow now. For the long term, like I said, I'm bullish. I think that a long term, in the next weeks, we will see this bullish trend reversal. And so if you jump in now, I think it's not a mistake. $7,000 is really good price, a discount compared to where we've been, $14,000. So 50% discount is just amazing. And if you buy in now and just leave it there, I don't think that you make a mistake. And yeah, so it seems like the majority is seeing something bullish, but when everybody is bullish, maybe then we should be bearish. So this is quite dangerous a little bit. Watch out for that. And like I told you, key levels to watch for an upwards movement, in my opinion, when we go back to this chart right here, no, this one, I would say, in my opinion, so if we can make it above this zone, so this is, yes, $7,700 to $800. If we're able to make it above this level right here, $7,800, then yeah, I think that we could see a really nice movement, although we have big resistance levels down there, up there. So these are levels to watch, in my opinion. So I wouldn't, only because the majority is going long, I wouldn't say, all right, jump in now because something's going to happen. Although, like I said, it's likely to see a bullish trend reversal in the not so distant future. And something else I want to tell you or show you is the daily exponential ribbon. It will be important on the way up, and as you can see, it's resistance at the moment, so we can't make it above. And if we start to move upwards, as you can see, this ribbon right here, the highest point is at approximately $8,000. So as you can see, this is a strong resistance zone right here. We have many resistance levels that we have to break for this higher movement. And this is why I say I think it's more likely to see Bitcoin fight for quite some time before it is really able to show us the next parabolic movement. Okay, we have so much resistance up there, although we have also a lot of strong support down there that you can't see in this chart right here, but there is so much support down there. And I think at the end, this support levels will help Bitcoin to move upwards because they are stronger than this resistance up here. All right, the support levels that I'm talking about, guys, they started way back. All right, so this one, for example, started at the beginning of this year, but we also have other ones that come and play down there, and they were built over months. And so I think Bitcoin has a really high chance to move upwards. All right, guys, that's it. And before I forget it, guys, just want to let you know that keep an eye on some altcoins. Let's see where it is. Engine, for example. I mean, we had a very big breakout, and now we came down, and hopefully this is now our higher low right here, and it will start to move up. Good sign is that we're above the daily exponential ribbon, which acted as support down here. So let's see if it is able to move upwards. So these two candles, they just look pretty good for a bullish chance right here. And yeah, I think there is a chance and for an upwards movement. And as you can see, it was moving, or has been moving inside of a falling wedge formation for a very long time. Now it broke out and has the chance to come up to 20 cents and even to 40 cents. And who knows what will happen in this bull market. But yeah, this is really good. So have an eye on engine, and what is important is not to fall below this pink line right here. So this means staying above 7 cents is really important for engine. And so you should also watch basic attention token. As you can see, very similar formation right here. So I wouldn't be surprised if basic attention token starts to break upwards, break this downwards trend line and come up to these levels. So this would be at approximately 30 cents and even move higher in the next week. So coming up to approximately $1 wouldn't be surprising in my opinion for basic attention token. So keep an eye on that. We need to move above the daily exponential ribbon, which is acting as a resistance and even as support when we're above it. So currently, as you can see, perfect resistance. And if we can make it above 20 cents, then yeah, basic attention token really has a chance to move up. And we also have IOTA. Very similar formation, as you can see, also moving inside of a falling wedge. And as you can see, we might be close to a breakout. At the moment, the daily exponential ribbon is working as acting as a resistance. If we can make it above, let's say 24 cents, this could be really bullish for IOTA, so keep an eye on that. Currently, we're finding support on this white line right here, yeah, maybe it's even like this, so maybe we're even below it. So this could be dangerous, but I wouldn't be surprised to see IOTA move upwards in the next days. I don't think that IOTA will come to this down to these levels, but if it comes down to 10 cents, I think it's a really, really big chance and a nice call or a nice buy. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. I hope it is helpful. Please leave a like, subscribe, write in the comments what you think about it. And yeah, watch out guys, join our Discord channel. There you will have so much knowledge and informations about what is going on. So yeah, if you're a beginner, definitely join our Discord channel. And yeah, have a nice day. We'll see you soon. Bye.